Welcome, welcome, welcome back to Truth Quest. My name is Aaron Moriarity. I will be your host, and we're going on a quest for truth together. Yes, here we are, friends. Another episode, and it's Monday the 14th. And tomorrow, a big announcement. Donald Trump, what will it be? What will it be? Could be something interesting. It's always something interesting with that guy, isn't it? Keep my glasses on so I can see. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, I'm sorry I'm a little late, friends. I had to help a friend out tonight. So there you go. Sometimes things come up and you got to roll with the flow, right? There you go. How's that? A little better. Now I can see. Well, hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Hello, and look who's here, Penny, too. Hello, Catherine. And who's that character? I don't know who that is. Peggy Dancer. Welcome, Peggy Dancer. And Penny, thanks for stopping by. Agent X11. And who's this? Operation Shutdown. Yes. We're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. Yes. And look at this. Roll with it, baby. And look, Catherine Weiss dropping 30 big ones. Thank you so much, Kathy. That's very, very generous of you. That's incredible. Well, friends, you know, I'm always working on trying to get guests on. Actually, Penny might be a guest. Agent X11 sometime in the future. Hopefully she will be. I was on her show, her and David Zubelik's show a couple times, and it was a lot of fun. So look forward to that sometime. You like paranormal, isn't it? Normal? Yeah. We're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. Yeah, that's our little saying here. Maybe. All right. Well, you're pretty busy, though. You do many hours per day. I got to hand it to you. You do a great job over there. So, Dark Outpost. Check out Dark Outpost for David Zubelik and Penny Shepard. Excuse me. I need to get a drink of water here. It's starting to snow here. Do you believe it? Can you believe it? And look who's here, Emily. Hello, Emily. Welcome to the program. Yes. Oh, where'd it go? You just finished working on tomorrow. So yeah, she does a bang up job. So go over there on Dark Outpost on Rumble and go ahead and put the I don't know if you can put the link in the chat box there. Oh, it's snowing in Missouri too? Was that a bot? Is that stay home, chill with dog? I'm not sure if that's a bot or a real person or not. That Troy T. Not sure. It looks suspicious. Oh, thanks, X11. So, you know, I'm always trying to get guests on the show. And I got some news coming up in a little bit. An exciting guest is going to be coming on. We haven't got a date nailed down yet, but it's coming up. But another person who I was trying to get on, whom I interviewed before many years ago, back around 2007, 2008-ish, around then, when I had my Blog Talk Radio, my show on Blog Talk Radio. It was called Aaron's UFO Show on Blog Talk Radio. And I had this gentleman on there I just came across his number. And I thought, oh, I'll give him a call. Haven't talked to him in a while. And we had a really good interview at the time. And that is Phil Corso Jr. Now, excuse me. Boy. Now, Phil Corso, his father, Phil Corso Sr., Colonel Phil Corso, was the author of what I contend is the disclosure book, which is The Day After Roswell. Now, Colonel Corso did not like the first couple chapters written by Bill Burns, which were added in. He X'd them out in the manuscript, but they left it in because it gave a little context for the time period. But it just was not meant to be in the book. And so Dawn of a New Age is what you should read for Phil Corso, what he wrote that he was proud of and was actually the way he meant it to be. But that book really is the disclosure book. In the back of the book, Phil Corso, Colonel Corso, his father, Corso Jr.'s father, he used his super high classification, top secret classification, to actually declassify many documents in the back of that book, which came out in 1997, which was supposed to be the year of disclosure, which actually was, because disclosure isn't just one thing. Disclosure is piece by piece by piece learning the truth. And that's what's happening. And he gave a lot of truths. So Colonel Philip Corso, with that book, The Day After Roswell, and his other works that he did, Paula Harris helped him get together, which I interviewed her too. But I called him on the phone, and it was like I was talking to a different person from the person I talked to years ago. He's really black-pilled, and he will not be on the show. I would be surprised if you saw him on any show. He sounds like he's completely done with it. And I said, well, maybe you could just come on the show and say the couple of things he was telling me. Like the front part of the book wasn't good, and things like that. He said, well, why don't you just tell him what I said? Okay, that's fine. He just doesn't want any part of it. It's not really his gig. And he said, you should just stop what you're doing. You should just give it up because you're never going to get disclosure. You're never going to get it. I'm going, dude, settle down. I mean, your dad's book was disclosure. Hello. Yeah, but you're never going to get it. You don't understand. I said, well, we got like 170 new Congress people coming in, ordinary people. Maybe we'll get something done. He said, you don't understand. He said, I was a page, and he worked for Congress. He was a page and had some other title, which gave him, his job was to check out everything before it went to the Speaker of the House, who was the Speaker at the time. And I can't remember who he said it was. Big, long name. Anyway, so he said that when someone could walk in and had a meeting there with the Speaker of the House, he would have to check their briefcase. And he told me, a lot of times he'd open the briefcase up. It's full of money, $1 million. So he said, so what are your people going to do when they come to Congress and they get a knock on the door and some people walk in and say, hey, here's $1 million and here's what we want you to do. Here's a list of things we need you to do. Oh, by the way, if you don't do those things on a list, if you don't take the money, yeah, they could threaten your family and everything like that. So he's really black-pilled. I'm not as black-pilled as he is. No way. I don't think I ever will be. Okay. Love you, Aaron. Let's book some more dates. I definitely will do your show also. Awesome. It's our gig to tell the truth. Yes, we are disclosure. That's right. Somebody has to do it. Somebody has to do it. Oh, good night. Good night, Penny. Have a good dream. So yeah, so Phil Corso will not be coming on, and I'll just show you what he looks like. I got some images here. So this is him right here. This guy right here. That's Phil Corso Jr. And here's his dad, Phil Corso. And here's Phil Corso Jr. here too. Yeah, he when I interviewed him, oh look, here's my UFO show with Aaron Moriarity on Blog Talk Radio. Look at that. On iHeart. Interview with Phil Corso. So if you click on that, you won't be able to listen to it. Unfortunately, it's behind a paywall. Or actually, I have to pay a monthly fee to get to access it to make it public again. So let's see if it'll work. No, it's still not working. Yeah. So someday I'll get my subscription back over there at Blog Talk, and we'll get that back up. So yeah, he's an experimental airplane builder, and he builds the highest technology airplanes in the world that are non-military, the highest tech non-military aircraft in the world, at least at the time when I interviewed him. But yeah, that's what that is. And here's The Day After Roswell. This is the classic cover, the old cover. I lent this one out to my neighbor. My neighbor is an Air Force guy. He was a top secret Air Force guy. And so I started talking about some of the stuff I learned from the book Day After Roswell. He said, "Where'd you get that information? Where'd you get that information?" I said, "I got it out of a book." "What book did you get it out of?" He was really upset. I said, Day After Roswell by Philip J. Corso, Colonel Philip J. Corso. I said, he declassified all the documents in the back. He himself declassified. Listen, folks, that's what disclosure is. He declassified, and in the back of that book, and I have a copy of it here somewhere, is the government plans for Project Horizon. Project Horizon was their plan to make a moon base. And so he's responsible for divulging that top secret program to the public. In the back of his book, that is disclosure. Disclosure. He did it. Okay? That should have been the crack that whipped open the top of the Pandora's box. We should have had a lot more by now. But hasn't happened yet, has it? Inside the black vault. This is dangerous business, folks. Did you hear about that guy who had that YouTube channel or website on Area 51? And they raided his office. They took all of his stuff. And there's a couple podcasts out there you can find of him. But oh boy, he's black-pilled now. Boy, I don't think I'd want him on the show, to be honest with you. Unless he'd be, have a different temperament. I just think he's just had enough of it. And the book has done nothing but ruin his family's life, he feels. And I remember from our conversation years ago, and now I can't remember if this was from the show or from our private conversation, but he said that he was taken up in an airplane by some military, black suit guys. And he was told in no uncertain terms what he was to say and what he was not to say about what his dad wrote about in that book. So he's been threatened. He's been given a line to talk. So can you even trust what he says? No. So, I don't trust what he says. He's compromised. And he also said he's working on a move and he can't talk about anything. Well, this is what a lot of people do, folks. If you are a real whistleblower and you have a real story, do not sign a no talk contract with a movie house, because they'll just keep it tied up. They'll keep you unable to talk about it. And then they'll end up not doing the movie, or they'll do it in such a way that it totally discredits you or makes you look like a fool or something. It never ends up good. Okay? Just never does. Seriously, it's about giants. Yeah. The Afghanistan spot. Well, there have been giants all over the world. They're six-fingered giants, 6 toes, 6 fingers. They're cannibals, I guess. And they're dangerous. Oh, the music. Thank you. It's been a different kind of a day today. So I apologize. Let's get a little night driving going for us here. There we are. Yeah, so Phil will not be joining us. But I think it's just as well. We don't need a black pill. We don't need a black pill around here. Do we? Well, folks, here is another thing that I have to tell you. Where'd you go? There you are. And I gotta get back to the comments. We got someone coming. Now, I don't know when. We still have to hash that out. We just talked today. My old friend, Peppy Willie. Pepe. The godfather of the Minneapolis Sound. Yes. 6 decades in the music business. This guy is the real deal. And he's an awesome guy. He was the guy that helped Prince get kind of, ready for prime time. The first time Prince ever walked into a studio, it was with Peppy Willie to work on Peppy's album. And the first song he worked on was a song called If You See Me. If You See Me, or If You See Me Now. I think it's If You See Me. And he's got a book. Yeah, If You See Me, here it is. And I got to get this book, folks. I'm going to get it. I'll probably order it tonight. And I got to get him to autograph it next time I come into town. But yeah, he's coming up, and he totally remembers me, and he's a very cool guy. He came with me to New York to do a demo on my one of my products, a yo-yo product. And here's his album, 94 East, which includes 16-year-old Prince. So there you go, featuring Peppy Willie, Andre Simone, Alvin Moody, and Prince Rogers Nelson. Yeah. So it was the advice that Peppy gave Prince and his band was called Grand Central at the time. And I'll let him tell the story because he tells it brilliantly. But yeah, I'm so excited to have my buddy Peppy on. Cool dude, man. Cool dude. And you know what? If it wasn't for this gentleman, we might very well not know about who Prince was. It might not have ever happened, had it not been for Happy Willie. This guy. This dude. And he's just too cool for school, man. You're going to love him. Look at that smile. 6 decades in the music business. There he is with Prince. Yeah, he's a cool dude. Too cool for school, man. And his group 94 East, check it out. Check his album out. Buy it. Get his book. Here's his book. So hopefully I'll have the book by the time we interview him. So he's excited to come on, and I'm excited to have him on. So I couldn't be happier. What is black pill? Oh, so you know the idea of red pill and blue pill. You take the red pill and you learn the truth. Take the blue pill, you stay asleep. Well, the black pill is you're wasting your time, give up. You're never going to win. It's like a sour grapes. It's like an attitude. Black pill. It's like he's got a bad attitude about it, okay? Yeah, that's what a black pill is. I'm sorry about that, Just Josh. Oh, you were just talking about Prince at work. All right, Free Range Brain. Good to see you here. Awesome. Yeah, yeah. I was lucky enough to meet him a couple times and talk to him a couple times. Boy, he was short, even with high heels on. He was pretty short. 5'3" with heels on. Yeah, Purple Rain album, yeah. And also, friends, one of these times when we have Johnny back on, he's got an old audio tape of mine from way back in the day. That's a practice tape that Prince and his band, actually Brown Mark, who was the bass player at the time, he was the bass player, and Prince was teaching his band how to play Purple Rain, because Prince would write all the songs and he'd have to teach the band how to play them. And so it's an audio tape of Prince telling each band member how to play each part. And he's telling Dr. Fink. Dr. Fink's playing something. No, use both hands like this. Ding, 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 ding. Both hands. And so it's very interesting. But at the time when that tape leaked out, some copies were made of it, and it spread around the U of M campus, University of Minnesota campus. And Prince freaked out because he did not want, they had a strict rule, no taping at practices, no taping. Well, he taped that and it got like bootlegged. I ended up with a copy of it. So I haven't heard that in many, many years. So Johnny's going to be sending that to me. So looking forward to that. Another little Prince tidbit there. So there's a lot of stuff coming out on Prince, and backstage and getting ready and sound checks and whatnot. Oh, really? Free Range Brain says the coworker's wife was on stage with him in 2012. Awesome. That's incredible. That is awesome. Free Range Purple Rain. There you go. Free Range Rain. Yes, he did. He really wanted to teach everyone. And he was really big into the musicology. Musicology. He was really into musicology, into real music. Free range Corvette. There you go. Little red Corvette. You know, that song had just come out. Little Red Corvette had just come out when I first met Prince in the bathroom of First Ave at the Mirrors, combing our hair. It was pretty cool, but I didn't know it was him because he was so short. I didn't think it was him. I thought it was some short guy trying to look like Prince, but it was Prince. It was him. Lo and behold. So yeah, Peppy. Thanks to Peppy, we now know this guy, Prince, who sadly isn't with us anymore. You like his guitar? Yeah, he always had cool guitars. Yeah. Custom guitars, custom clothes. He had a very different shaped body. So I think he had 3 or 6 people working all the time making clothes for him. If you watch his really early videos, the clothes he's wearing, it just doesn't fit him very well. So he had all of his clothes tailored to him. Yeah. So that's who's coming. Probably next month sometime. He's going to be in Vegas. For a while. Guess he's got a place out there too now. All right. Uh-oh. Oh, good. Let's see if this is going to work. Is this going to work, folks? I'm getting a little nervous here. I sat next to Stevie Wonder at a concert. Oh, that's cool. Free range brain? Yeah? Did you drop a $100 bill in front of him to see if he would pick it up? You never know. Could all be an act. You never know. But I don't think so. Oh, good, it worked. Oh, my confuser is going very slow, folks. There's a high possibility of freezing, as in the video. So check this out. 2009, San Diego County, California. This photo was taken on January 10th, 2009 with a camera phone while I was hiking with a friend in San Diego County. The UFO appeared briefly, hovered, and then vanished just as I took the picture. If you zoom in on the picture, you can see the electrical discharge coming out of the high power lines below the UFO. Oh. I have seen other UFOs in San Diego, but only at night. This one was up close in broad daylight and scared the heck out of me. Yeah, folks, it's not an exciting thing. It's a scary thing. It's not a fun. I always thought it'd be a fun thing. You know, oh yeah, take me to your leader. I'll take you to our leader, whatever. No, it's not a fun thing. I don't know, folks. This kind of looks like a walk, like a, you know, like something you cook with. A wok. And it's pixelated. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. I don't know. I'm a hard guy to convince, you know that? I don't just think everything is something. Tartaria, yeah, it's a little. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to make of that whole Tartaria thing. It seems a little bit strange. I mean, there's no doubt that past civilizations had higher tech than us. Side by side dancing, okay. Oh, Josh thinks that one is ours. I don't know. I think it could be just a Chinese wok, something you make stir fry in, and he threw it. You know, I don't know. What do you folks think? Hmm. Yeah, it's very strange. Indeed, indeed. Well, I guess it's not that exciting, is it? I was all excited. Oh yeah, UFO. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. You only got one picture of it. Only one pic. Hmm. Yeah. Aliens like stir fry too. They probably do. Maybe that's why they're coming. Hey, throw us some more of those woks, will you? Yeah, could be. Could very well be. Well, folks, I heard something today, and it wasn't good. Yeah, some sad news today, friends, and I think we should probably say some prayers for this gentleman coming up here. There he is. Jay Leno was in a car fire accident today when he was working on some of his collectible cars. He's got that garage, all those cars. He caught on fire and he's got burns, severe burns. So pray for this very cool guy with lots of cool cars. And if you ever watched his videos, I encourage you to go check his channel out and watch this guy. He loves these old cars, and he's got some of like the only of certain types of cars. So it's quite a collection. I met Jay Leno. He's very tall, and his chin is like 10,000 times bigger than you think it is. It's way bigger. I mean, I should have told him. I should have given. You're always looking for extra ways to make money. I mean, he could literally sell ad space on that chin, right? Like a chin board, like a billboard on the chin. Take it on the chin. He could make a lot of money with all that space. But he was a very, very nice guy when I met him. Super nice. In fact, he called me over to him. He said, "Hey, Elvis, come over here." And we asked him if he would look at our children's books to see if he would like to maybe endorse them. And he agreed to take a look at them. He took a couple books. He was very very nice to us. He ended up not being able to because of his contractual agreements with NBC. Was it NBC? I think it's NBC. Whatever station he was with. And then shortly after that, he came out with his own children's books. So he already his name was already spoken for in that category, I guess. But then that worked out fine because he didn't. But when I told Jeff Foxworthy that we hadn't heard back from Jay Leno yet, which we hadn't, he said, "I'll beat Leno," and he did. And he endorsed the books for us, the Popple books. So, yeah. Here's the Popple, the first Popple book. And it's got a Jeff Foxworthy sticker on it because he said, this is what he said. This is Jeff Foxworthy, the redneck comedian and honorary chairman of Duke Children's Hospital. My kids and I love Popple. I thank Judith and Aaron not only for their beautiful creativity, but for their heart for sick children as well. God bless this project. Jeff Foxworthy. So, Jay Leno, we got it. Say prayers for him. This was the book, one of the books that he looked at, possibly endorsing. I'm the illustrator, and Judy Johnson was the author. So there's the Aaron Joel Moriarty. And it's a great little book. It's a fun book. And actually the Disney company donated the paper for the book. So that's what the inside looks like. It's full color bleed on all the paper pages. And just really a fun book about a little boy. Doesn't have any friends. He goes into the woods to make friends, but no one wants to be a friend with him. But in the end, the owl sees him crying, and yeah, it's a fun little book. And they decide they can be friends with the boy, so they all make friends, and they're pretty happy. So here's the characters. It's a fun little book, and it helps at children's hospitals and everything like that. And I have the stock of those. So there we go. Good dude, Jeff. Yes, he hardly knew us. He only met us twice, and he lent his name to the project. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. Severe burns to his face, is in critical condition. Oh my God. Oh, it's worse than I thought. Oh my God. Well, he is out. He's out there working on those cars with his mechanics. He's not just letting them do it. He's out there working on that stuff, and he's not young. He's pretty old. So yeah, accidents happen with these old cars. I mean, some of the parts are like one of a kind, and if they break, who knows what could happen, right? But yeah, it's very, very sad. Very, very sad indeed. I hope that he's probably telling jokes to all the nurses. Let's hope that he is. God, I hope he's going to pull out of it. He was a very cool guy. He's a very nice guy. At least my brief interaction with him. He was very genuinely nice. So I did see him years ago live in Boston at a comedy club many years ago. And we were sitting way in the back, and someone came around and got us and said, "Hey, would you like to sit up front?" We said, "Oh, we don't have tickets to the front." "That's okay. We want you guys up front." So they were picking certain people and putting them in the front. So that was kind of cool to get picked to go to the front. So we got to see him. He does do a lot more swearing live than he does on TV. That's for sure. But he's a great guy. You never mentioned the one thing he did. Well, uh-oh. Are we frozen, fellas? Friends? Oh, no. 40 minutes in. I like that. Well, you know what I got to do now? I got to log out and log back in, friends. What fun, huh? Gosh. Okay. I hope the music keeps playing. See ya on the other side of this in a couple minutes. Because we're just on Range of Strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is a new normal, because in the paranormal, your computer freezes. We'll be back in a little bit. Peace. We'll be right back. And there's our night driving again. All right. I hate when that happens. I do not like it one single bit. Not one little bit. So let's see. Check the comments. Should have seen it sooner. Seems cool with all that money. He never mentioned one thing he did. Now I see why you don't see your kids so much. What are you talking about? I'm here. Got my boots back on. I'm rebooting. I got rebooted. I got my new boots on. Actually, they're shoes. Yeah, I'm back now. Maybe Kathy's is frozen. If you can't see it, well, I guess she can't hear me if she can't see it. All right. Yeah. You know what? I was going to show you something, but whenever I use the preview, something happens and it's not good. So I'm going to show you this just the old-fashioned way. I'm going to hold it up and show it to you. I just came across this picture, and it's just a little picture of me and my big brother when we were little kids, sitting on top of my grandma Irby's car in front of my grandma Moriarty's house. So, yeah. And so let me see. Okay. This is Mark, and this is me. I'm the middle kid, but our younger brother wasn't born yet. So it was just us right then. And it looks like I got some growing in to do on those pajama bottoms. But let me read to you what my mom wrote on the back, and she's got beautiful handwriting. On Grandma Irby's car in front of Grandma Moriarty's house. Cute kids, don't you think? Look at that. Cute kids, don't you think? Yeah. Well. Yeah, we were pretty handsome little boys, I think. Well, thank you. Hello, Andre Little. Andre Little's in the house. Andre Little. Welcome to the program. Yeah. Boy, what do you think about this FTX? Is this cryptocurrency guy that it's turning out now? It seems like this whole cryptocurrency scandal was all planned. It was planned to be this way. It was planned to implode. Because now they're going to use that to usher in tight government control of all cryptocurrencies. This is what they did. They infiltrated it. They used their power to make it look like it was a credible thing. And they just built it up and then crashed it on purpose. It's all on purpose. Maybe the kid didn't know. I don't know. I don't think he's too smart. He's not very smart. No. He's not a smart feller, more like a fart smeller. There's a difference between a smart feller and a fart smeller. Big difference. Sounds the same. Big difference. Oh, and I read this somewhere today. I can't remember where I heard it. Someone postulated this, and I thought it was pretty interesting. Remember when our favorite Anon kept saying, "Watch the water, watch the water, watch the water"? Remember that? Watch the water. We all think, oh, maybe it means this, maybe it means that. Carrie Lake. Watch the water. Her case is going to be the one that blows us wide open, I think. Don't you think? Watch the water. Watch Carrie Lake take on the system. Oh, yeah. The whole system's coming down legally without a single drop of anything, right? Because law and order needs to mean something again in this country. For heaven's sakes. She lost tonight? Well, of course she lost because they cheated. There's no way she could have lost. What, only 17% or 16 or 17% of Democrats showed up for the election? So how could they win? It's mathematically impossible. Oh, every single independent would no. This is quite obviously fraud in the biggest way. Watch Carrie Lake. You watch. I think that's what Q meant. It might mean several things, but I think that might be one of them. Yeah, I knew they were going to. Why else would they string it along that long? And, oh, look, she's up, down, up, down. Oh, we got it. Oh, just because we're in charge, just because Katie Hobbs was the person in charge of the elections and she won after lots of anomalies. You know, the machines wouldn't work in red areas. It'd turn people away. Some people, they could only, they had only a little bit of time. They could take off of work and go do it. If that didn't work, they couldn't vote. So it's really, really sick what they did. But I think they were being watched extremely closely. And something better happened. Some Republican leaders need to stand up because they're not leaders unless they do. That's it. If they don't stand up and say something about this and really push it, then we don't have anything. I heard also, did you hear that Marjorie Taylor Greene all of a sudden now doesn't want to impeach Biden? What? And doesn't want Trump to be Speaker of the House? What? She totally flipped. This is the dirty games they play. They swatted her, how many? 6 times? Swatted her, threatened her, traumatized her. What'd they do now? Oh, here's $1 million for here's your talking points. Here's your $1 million. But if you don't want to do that, we'll take $1 million back, and your family will be hurt. This is how they do it. They don't care. They don't care about lives. They want control. That's all they care about. And it's sick. People can see it. Listen to X22, he'll tell you. We got to get rid of the media outlets and those who turned on President Trump. Yes, the media outlets are done. They need to be all arrested. They've been pushing fake news and squelching real truth. Oh, but 8 months later, I guess it was true. Every single person that was deplatformed after the Hunter Biden laptop came out, everyone who was deplatformed, like Red Pill 78 and all the rest, they need to get their channels back because that has been proven to be true, which tells you right there they shouldn't have meddled in the first place because the Anons are always right. Well, thanks, Andre. I appreciate that. Well, I might as well throw this in to the chat. And if you want to call in, feel free to go ahead and call in. Is Mud Rabbit here? I haven't seen her. Did I just miss her? I see Peggy Dancer. Yvonda Wells. Hello, Yvonda. Good to see you here. Good to see you too. All right. Well, I really don't want to open up any files because I'm just worried it'll do that again, you know? It'll just do that again. Here's something, I don't know if I've shown you this before. This is a painting I did a while ago for a children's book story called Masude's Wish. That's Masude and her friend Cassidy. And they were kids at the daycare where I used to work. And someday I will share those stories with you when I'm ready to share them. They're pretty neat little stories. 2 of them. Oh, thank you, Yvonda. Yeah, I don't know if I have any other images of that right around here. No, I don't think I do. No, I'm going to show it again. See? And she loved picking flowers. Those 2 girls loved picking flowers. They were like 3.5 to 4-year-olds were in my room. And one day, it was nap time, and everyone was laying on cots, and Masude wanted to hear a story. So I made up a story about Princess Masude. And I just made up a story. And it really didn't work. Actually, see, her mother, when she dropped her off in the morning, she asked if I could try to help keep the braids in because they were going someplace special after. And she had really shiny black hair. And, you know, little kid hair, it's kind of hard to keep in braids. So I told her a story that reinforced the braid idea. And, well, she didn't fall asleep. She was too interested in the story. And the next day she wanted to hear it again. The other kids wanted to hear it. So I thought, oh, maybe this is a book. So I wrote it up and I've done some illustrations. Haven't fully illustrated it yet, but it's, and then I had a dream of another Masude book called Masude's Dream. And that's a really, actually they're both really good stories, but I really like the second one because it was a dream and it was really, really cool. And it's about a dream, so it's kind of weird. Masude's Wish and Masude's Dream. And Masude is, it's the female version of Masood in, her father was Iranian, so whatever religion that is. In that part of the world, Masude is like the female version of Masood. So there you go. And Masood's a very common name, I guess. But she lost her father when she was very young. And so in the story, her mother is the queen. And she and her friend Cassidy, like when we would do art projects, and sometimes I'd draw for the kids, and those girls always wanted to draw me to draw a Pegasus or a unicorn. So there's a Pegasus and a unicorn in the story. So everything they like is in the story, which was kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I should just tell you the premise of the story. Should I? I'll give you a little, like an outline of Masude's wish. Gosh, I wish I had the books. Where did the books go? I had the covers. The covers are really, really pretty cool, but I can show those on another time when my fuser's working better. So, Masude's wish. So Masude is out, and she's in by the castle. There's flowered fields everywhere, beautiful flowers, and she's picking flowers, and she's thinking to herself, "Gosh, I really wish I had a friend to share all this with, to do all this with, pick flowers with. I wish I had a friend. I wish I could be magic like the wizard." So she went to visit the wizard, and she said, "Mr. Wizard, I would like to be able to do magic like you. I would like to make my wishes come true." And he said, well, Princess Masude, well, that would take years. You'd have to be my apprentice. It would take many years to teach you how to be a wizard. But what I can do for you is I can braid for you these magical braids. And as long as the braids stay in, you can make wishes and your wishes will come true. But if your braids come out, everything you wished for will be gone. "Oh, thank you, Mr. Wizard." And the first thing she wished for was like a crystal ball. She gave a crystal ball to the wizard. And he was like, "Oh, thank you, Princess Masude," but she left. He was trying to, what? Caveat. She was out the door. She was out, and she grabbed those braids, and she closed her eyes. She goes, "I wish I had a best friend." And she opened her eyes. There was nothing there. She tried it again. Nothing. She went to the wizard. She said, "Wizard," and I'm not reading this. I'm just going by memory, so it's a little bit different reading it. She said, "Mr. Wizard, these braids don't work. I tried wishing for a best friend and to pick flowers with, and nothing happened." And the wizard said, "Oh, Princess Masude, I tried to tell you before you left. The magical braids only work on animals and things, not on people. If you want to make a friend, you have to be a friend. And there's no magic to it. That's all there is." And so now she understood, and so she was out, and she goes, she's holding her braids. I wish I had a unicorn." And a beautiful unicorn appeared. Somewhere I have a painting of that too. And she's riding on the unicorn, and she's having a great time. And then one day she wishes for a Pegasus, and a pretty pink Pegasus. Pretty pink Pegasus. She used to say, "Hey, Big Aaron, could you draw me a pretty pink Pegasus?" Pretty pink Pegasus. Say that 5 times fast. Those kids are so awesome. Kids that age are so cool. They're so funny. So where was I in the story? Let's see. So she's got the Pegasus. She's flying over the castle. She's having a blast. But, she lands and she's like, you know what? I still just wish I had a friend. So she goes off into the valley to find a friend. And she sees this boy. He's trying to catch a frog. And she says, hi, my name's Masude. What's your name? He said, oh, my name's Joey. Joey was another kid in the daycare. I'm trying to catch frogs. And Masude said, oh, I like to pick flowers. Would you like to pick flowers? I mean, no, I don't want to do that. I'm catching frogs. And Masude says, well, I don't like frogs, so okay, see you later. Then she sees another girl, a girl this time, and I can't remember what her name was. One of the other girls in the room, and she's kind of having tea at a little table, like playing house. And Masude says, hi, my name's Masude. I like to pick flowers, and I'm looking for a friend to pick flowers with. Would you like to pick flowers with me? And she says, oh, well, thank you very much, but I'm so allergic to flowers. I just can't. I'm sorry. And Masude's like, oh, okay. I guess I'll keep going. And then she's walking along and she sees some flowers just outside the path. So she wanders away from the path. She's picking all these flowers. And she's picking. She bumps into someone. She falls down. And she turns around, and this is the scene right here. They're face to face, and they were both picking flowers, and they didn't see each other. And so she's like, "Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I was just picking flowers, and I didn't mean to bump you. Oh, no worries. I was picking flowers too. Oh, you like picking flowers? Yes. Oh, wow. Would you like to pick flowers with me? I would love to." As they start picking flowers, and we say, you know what? We got a lot of flowers here. And Cassidy says, the blonde says, oh, I wish we had a wagon to put the flowers in. So Masude grabs her magical braids and she says, oh, I can make my wishes come true. Oh, I wish for a new red wagon. Poof, a new red wagon shows up and they put the flowers in the wagon. She goes, you can make your wishes come true? Yes, with my magic braids. The wizard braided them for me. My mother is the queen. Oh, wow, you live in the castle? Yeah, and I have a unicorn and a pretty pink Pegasus, and we can ride them. Would you like to come and ride the Pegasus and the unicorn with me? Oh, I would love to. And so they head off to the castle. And they're having a blast. They're just like super best friends. And they're riding the unicorn, flying up, above the clouds, just having a great time. And riding the unicorn all over the valley, picking flowers, and just living their best life. And so then one day they're playing hopscotch. Or a little later, they're playing hopscotch. And as she's hopping, the braids come out. And then the wagon's gone. Pegasus is gone. Unicorn's gone. And Masude started crying. And Cassidy said, well, what are you crying for? I just lost everything I wished for. I don't have anything anymore. I don't know if you'd even want to be my friend anymore, because I can't make my wishes come true. And Cassie said, oh, Masude, I will still be your friend. I don't care if you can make wishes come true or not. She goes, really? Yes, I like you. And then they lived happily ever after as friends. How you like that? That's basically the story. Oh, thank you very much, Piggy. Yeah. The thing is, there's no magic to making friends. It's just you to make a friend, you be a friend. And I was helping a friend tonight. A friend had to get a ride to the hospital, so I gave her a ride to the hospital. That's why the show was late tonight. But that's what we do. Thank you, Yvonda. Hello, Mad Pogue. Welcome to the program. I would wish for a bunch of hair ties to keep my braids from coming out. That's a great idea. Wow. That's funny. Do I stay in contact with them? No. Well, one of the kids that was in my class I stay in contact with because it was my daughter. She was in my class too. So, yeah. But other than that, no, you see, I don't know. I was trying to be very professional, and a lot of the kids like invited me over to their house. I never went to any of the kids' houses because I don't know. It just seemed kind of weird. I probably should have, but I just didn't. Propagate this light. Good to see you here, buddy. If you're just tuning in, you probably missed the earlier announcement. Excuse me. Peppy Willie's coming on the show. I got a hold of him today. And so, yeah, he totally remembers me, and he's excited to come on. However, it's probably going to be about a month before he can come on. And so he's the godfather of the Minneapolis Sound. That's what his title is, or that's a moniker that was put on him by someone. So yeah, he's the guy that gave Prince the critical information he needed to get going in music, and his first experience in a studio, and his first experience working on a record. And Peppy told me something I didn't know. He said that Prince did one of his songs, which is also the title of his book. And that song was the first song that Prince worked on for Peppy's album. And it's If You See Me. If You See Me. I think that's the name of it. But so I guess Prince did a version of that, but Warner Brothers would not let him release it because they only wanted him to make his own music and not do other people's music. But they did just release a special album, like a 1999 album or something, with extended tracks, and that was one of them they put on there, is Peppy's song that Prince did. So that's really cool that he did that. That is incredible. Yeah, Prince really was extremely influential in the music business. And he wrote songs. He wrote the biggest hit songs for many acts. Every act he did a song for, that was their biggest hit. Like the Human League, he wrote the Human League's biggest hit. I'm only human. That song, Prince. And Manic Monday by the Bangles, Prince. Although he wrote it under a pseudonym, Jamie Starr. So if you look at those old songs from the 80s, old hits, if they say written by Jamie Starr, Prince, that's Prince. So, yeah, he did a lot of that. So not only all the songs that Prince did, all the songs he wrote for other people that became gigantic and biggest hits of their career. And didn't he do one for Sinead too? Sinead O'Connor, yeah. Nothing Compares to You. Oh yeah. Yeah, I do believe that he did that one, yes. He did a lot of songs you wouldn't think. So look up Jamie Starr. Jamie Starr. That was his kind of undercover writer name was. And, you know, growing up in that area at the time, you know, we heard stuff. And so we knew a lot of this stuff. Like we knew that Skipper was Prince's nickname before most people. '80s was great, yes. And you know what? After having Johnny on, if any of you missed the Johnny B shows, go back and check those out because there's some music on there, beautiful music. Yes, Nothing Compares to You. Yeah. I think it has 2 stars, but I'm just going by memory. Let me see. I'll do a little quick search. Jamie Starr songs. Prince, American songwriter. Jamie Starr discography. Here it is. Jamie Starr discography. Simple. P-Man, Paisley Park, Prince Rogers Nelson, Rocker, Happy Feller, Son of a King, the artist formerly known as Prince. Real name, Prince Rogers Nelson. My favorite songs written by Jamie Starr, aka Prince. How Come You Don't Call Me by Alicia Keys. Sex Shooter by Apollonia, of course. A lot of them. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, we knew that back in the day when he was doing that. We knew all that was going on. Somehow we knew, I don't know. And did you know Prince did an Elvis song? Did a live performance. It's on video. You can find it. I believe it was All Shook Up. And he did a great. So the Prince did the King. Prince does the King. Yeah. I was really happy when I saw that. Because I was always thinking he should have done an Elvis song. And he did. So that's pretty cool. He also did a killer version of Crimson and Clover, which is really fantastic. Look it up. It's fantastic. Raspberry Beret was a great song too. Yes. And if you haven't seen Prince with the Muppets, look that one up. Because he sings one of my favorite Prince songs. He sings it with the Muppets. And it's a school room, like it's Prince when he was a little kid as a Muppet. It's pretty funny. But the song, which is an adorable song, one of my favorite Prince songs, Starfish and Coffee. If you ever heard that song, it's a fantastic song. Oh, look at this. I put the link in it. It never took. Warren Zevon did a cover of Raspberry Beret. Okay. You remember Prince singing with the Muppets? Yeah, he did a great job. That was when he was really starting to come out of his shell. He was a recluse for a long time. And he really came out and did a lot of public stuff, and I'm glad that he did. Really glad he did. I used to pass Paisley Park every day on the way to work because I worked just kitty corner from Paisley Park in a little industrial park right next to it. Yeah, that was kind of cool. Sometimes you could hear music at night when I got off work. I could hear music. Like, oh, look at that. Yeah. But I think he had like 3 different sound stages there for shooting movies. You could shoot 3 different movies at once there. Very nice facility. And I think he filmed all of Graffiti Bridge in that studio. I think all of it. Yeah. So we're going to have fun reminiscing about Prince with Peppy. I'm going to ask him again, which when I met him many, many years ago, when I was at his house and he popped in that reel-to-reel tape and it was screaming guitar, and he's got these huge speakers. Incredible. But it's just a screaming guitar solo. And I went, wow, Peppy, is this you? He said, no, it's Prince. He goes, this is the first thing Prince ever put on tape. And he goes in, I own it. I go, you do? He said, yep. I said, oh, are you going to work it into a song? He goes, yep. I said, oh, cool. I can't wait. So I got to ask him that question too. Did you make that into a song yet? Because that would be very cool. Because it's a screaming guitar solo. I'm sure you could make it into a really wicked song. When I say wicked, I mean good, not evil. Yeah. So many people are waking up, and I have to include myself as one of those people. I've been waking up slowly for a long period of time. But there was a time in my life where I didn't even think there was such a thing as evil. I thought it was just some clever marketing scheme. Oh, yeah. Kiss, they put on makeup and they say they're evil, but I didn't really realize how real evil was. And boy, when you take the deep dives that we've taken, that's why you gotta think about other things too, because you can get lost in all that depressing information. And the fact they've been able to get away with it is because it's so horrible to even think about. So put on that full armor, because they got their own armor on, and it's not a fair fight if we're not armed up too with the full armor of God. Because the good guys win, always win in the end. He who laughs last laughs the best. Well, friends, you know what? I think that we need to take a little musical interlude. How does that sound? This is Love So Strong by Brenda or Bria Valente, who later recorded with Prince and was one of a 3-disc set from 2009. Bria Valente, or Brenda, what's her last name? Venezuela? Something like that. So here it is. And this song, Love So Strong, was written by Johnny B. who's been on the show. You know him. Great guy. He wrote this song, one of the first songs he wrote. And he said he did a version of this too. I'd love to hear his version as well. But this is a fantastic song. Every bit as good as any of those songs that Bria Valente did with Prince. Here's Johnny. Johnny B and Bria Valente. Brenda.
Lovely was a vibe and I look back at the while we could chill for a few as we parlay to the break day. It goes on and on, baby, don't stop.
Someday it'll all come true.
Yes, Mad Pogue, you are right. It was Fuentes. You're right. I just couldn't remember exactly what it was, but you are right. Fuentes. There we go. So that was a nice little interlude, don't you think? Don't you think? Yeah. Well, that was interesting, huh? Yeah. I think that's a great song. I think that should be on the radio. I think that could be on the radio. I think it's a good enough song for the radio. You know? Well, as long as you don't have anyone calling in right now, I think it's a good time to take a little commercial break here and pay some of the bills, because I have a sponsor. And so the sponsor, let me get that off of there first. Okay. Oh, you're very welcome. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Yep. Proud sponsor of the program. And an amazing new technology. The one and only Invisimask.
Introducing the amazing state-of-the-art Invisimask.
And about ready to walk into the big box store. No thanks, I have the Invisimask on. Thank you. And the best thing about the Invisimask is you have the confidence to go out and do the things you always like to do without the cumbersome mask being on. Oh, I have the Invisimask on. Can't you see? Oh, silly me. You can't see it. I have the Invisimask on, though. Totally covered. Thank you. Introducing the amazing, high-tech Invisimask. Yes, we've used advanced nanotechnology, and we developed a completely invisible mask that works with your immune system. It allows you to breathe in and breathe out with no obstruction, keeping you healthy and safe. Now you can go out in confidence into public wearing your Invisimask. And when they say, "Where's your mask?" you can say, "Ha ha ha, I've got the Invisimask on. Thank you very much. Have a nice day, and shine them your beautiful smile, because that's what it's all about. Smiling." Thank you very much. And by the way, we've teleported one to everyone's face. You already have one. So go out and enjoy your Invisimask and live as a free human as it was meant to be. God bless. Whoa. What do you think about that? Now, that's been out for a while. You might think the mask thing is done. They're not going to give this up. It'll keep coming back. Some people are still wearing them. We just have to remind these people, you already have the Invisimask on. They just don't know yet. So share this program out and maybe they'll learn. You think? We can always hope. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I that's a video on my channel. If you scroll down, you can find it. It's from 2020, I believe. Yeah, I did that back in 2020. And I have it, and check this out. Oh, where is it? There it is. In our merch shop, which is below every video. Oops. This is the Invisimask shirt. Check that out. So, and whenever I wear this to Walmart, I get a high five from this dude that hates the masks. And so, yeah, I've never worn a mask. I've always, well, I should qualify that. I never wear a visible mask. Why would I? I have the high-tech Invisimask on. It's made with nanoparticles. They can't dispute that. Okay? It's high-tech. It's so high-tech, we can't even see it. There you go. Because for an invisible virus, you need an invisible mask for protection. Yes. And it can give lots of people confidence. And that's what was taken away. Confidence. Good night, Yolanda. I guess you're saying good night. Oh, where did the music go? That's odd. Oops. Truth to their face. Yes, we teleported right to their face. You know, I could have made millions off of it, you know. Yeah, I probably should have, right? I did sell 2 of them. But then I thought, you know what? This is my gift to humanity. I got to just do this. So I did. Oh, yeah. I should just wear my Timex mask. This one, huh? Should I? Yeah. Well, if they ever do the masks again, maybe I will, right? You're going to make me put it on again, aren't you? It needs a little bit more room inside. It's a little tight, but it's Kevlar, so it's bulletproof. And it's got plenty of room for the hair, like that. Yeah. There you go. And it's going to have a thing that comes down like this and around here. So it's going to be like kind of like a Batman type cowl. And well, you've seen the suit, but it's going to be better. I'm going to make a bunch of different ones because he's going to be going back and forth into the future to different time periods and getting upgrades. So he's going to have a bunch of different looks, different looking cowls and suits. Yeah, I should have. Timex, pomade ready. Yeah, you put the pomade in the cowl and you don't have to put it on your hair. My hair, my hair. Remember that one? Yeah. Well, I hope Mud Rabbit is okay. Has anybody heard anything about Mud Rabbit? I suppose I should check my email. Maybe she emailed me. I didn't check my email. It's been a crazy night, folks. Not normal. But that's okay. Oh, it's not letting me do it. Can't check it. Yep. That's it. That's it, baby. Well, oh, I got to show you something. All right. Oh, I know why the music stopped. Because when the song was on, I took the loop off. So now that's why it would stop after one cycle. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if this is going to show up or not, but Alicia, Chuck, and Evan stopped over the other night. And this is pretty cool. Isn't that cute? Oh, yeah. Cute little kid. Just had to show you that. That's pretty cool. Oh, she was in Frank's chat earlier. That was really late tonight. Okay. Yeah, I was really late. I'm sure she's probably in bed. I know she can't stay up that late. So, yeah. But, you know, I usually try to do the show much, much earlier, but some emergencies come up sometimes. That just happens. That's life. That's life. Well, we miss you, Mud. Sorry that we started so late. Sorry you started so late, but you know what? We're already up to almost 2 hours. So we're going to put a little cap on this. Okay, friends? All right. Shall we now? Yes. Now, he doesn't really giggle very much. So when she finds something that he giggles with, you know, she's going to use that for taking his pictures and getting him to smile. Yeah, she was over here and she found those things from when she was a kid. The kids had these things, and they're like two sticks, kind of rubber coated sticks, and another rubber coated stick with bangles on the end. And you just do all those maneuvers. It's kind of a skill toy. It's kind of cool. DC Bikes was selling them, and my son worked there at DC Bikes. So they were all the rage, and makes that kid giggle like nothing else. Well, friends, I still think Carrie Lake will end up being the governor, and I wouldn't be surprised if Mehmet Oz also would take that seat, because look, all of these Democrats benefited from that money from FTX. That's fraud supporting their effort. So that's something. They're playing with fire. They're gonna get burned. They're burning themselves all the time, but they don't care. They don't care because they know it's coming. The good guys always win. Well, thank you, friends, for stopping by. Excuse my throat. To eat some fruit or something. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, Catherine Weiss, for the super chat. That was very generous of you, so thank you so much. And thank you to everyone who contributes. And thank you for sharing and liking. And that really helps a lot too. So tell a friend, and you'll be happy you did, and I'll be happier. So we'll see you on Wednesday. because we're just downrange is strange, where the outrageous is contagious, and the paranormal is the new normal. You're at the Truth Quest, so keep that camera pointed to the skies so you can come on to the Truth Quest and talk about it. Until then, peace. Oops, I gotta write my thing. Okay, I think that's it. Peace in. We'll see you Wednesday and then Friday. Peace in, baby. Peace to the whole world. And pray for Jay Leno and everybody else who needs prayers. We're sending them out. Prayer warriors. Peace in.